love it when I get so high and drop that thing so low. Make you sit right here. Now you can't go back home. You love it when I get so high and drop that thing so low. Make you sit right here. Now you can't go back home. You love it when I get so high and drop that thing so low. Make you sit right here. Now you can't go back home. You love it when I get so high and drop that thing so low. Make you sit right here. Now you can't go back home.
I'm drank up and I'm banked up and I'm faded. You bend it down and you poke it up and you elevate it. I'm drank up and I'm banked up and I'm faded. You bend it down and you poke it up and you elevate it, you elevate it.
I came over, I ain't sober, I'm still drunk, that's hangover. Might run it back when this page over. You the best thing, I done slaved over. Gon' arch your back and been way over. It's overdue for that understressing. Over him, now you underdressing. Call me up and I come finessing. Like, ooh, we shot it, what it do, what it don't. Baby, you a queen, you can move how you want. You was rocking with me when I couldn't stay afloat. They ain't never saying nothing wavy to a boat. Like, eyes up, look at me, now I'm the captain. Brought the camera, time for action. Split the legs just like a fraction. Tuck the napkin, time for snacking. You a mother meal. Tell me that it's mine, baby, tell me that it's real. Hit it to the max, well, tell me how it feel. It's gonna be a minute, cause I'm in it for the thrill. Make her feel like heaven, she gon' put me in the wheel. And willingly, I wanna do anything she wanna do. I ain't even wanna boo, but this is what the karma do. It's hard to be apart from you, cause ooh, I
love it when I get so high and drop that thing so low. Make you sit right here. Now you can't go back home. You love it when I get so high and drop that thing so low. Make you sit right here. Now you can't go back home.
I'm drank up and I'm banked up and I'm faded. You bend it down and you poke it up and you elevate it. I'm drank up and I'm banked up and I'm faded. You bend it down and you poke it up and you elevate it, you elevate it, you.
untied, twisted around your finger like a piece of string. I'm winded, chasing after your ghost is real exhausting. I'm in love, but I don't think it's what I thought it was supposed to be. Love story, no guts and no glory. How did I get so dizzy thinking of you? I don't usually get like this. It's something about you I miss. Could it be we never had that kiss? Well, I don't usually get like this. 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 Reminded of how I met you, tried to catch you falling. Instead I fell off myself and I just can't stop falling. These wings are gonna flap for me if I keep waiting. Keep waiting, keep waiting, keep waiting, keep waiting. How did I get so dizzy thinking of you? I don't usually get like this. I don't get like it's something about you I miss. Could it be we never had that kiss? I just wanna kiss you. Well, I don't usually get like this. Get like this. Get like this. No. Loves me not. This bouquet is all I got. I'm dreaming, or could it be a future for you and me? She loves me, I know it's true. Or maybe I'm the fool for you. I don't usually get like this. It's something about you I miss. Could it be we never had that kiss? Yeah, I don't usually get like this. Get like this. Oh, get like this. No, get like this.
Feel like falling deeper. Cold nights 난 너무 싫어. 기다리기에는 너무 길어. 줬던 내 사랑이 식어. 기대만 하는 것도 난 힘들어. No, I can't, just can't. 가져 내 마음을, 놔줘 내 가슴을 다 바쳐 사랑하기엔 내 자신이 너무 걱정돼. 바보 같은 생각이야. 알아 멍청해. 상상만으로도 좋은 상상만으로도 힘든 이중적인 면을 가지고 있어. 사랑이라는 거. Oh yeah. Baby, can't you come with me? Can't you hold my hand and lead 가는 방향이 어딘지 서로 궁금해져 버려 애써 맘 졸여 하늘만 보면서 언제쯤 알게 될까 너도 나와 같은 생각을 하고 있을까 한참을 멍하니 보다 보니 살짝 어두워진 색깔 불그스름한 노을의 때깔 상상만으로도 좋은 상상만으로도 힘든 이중적인 면을
You broke my heart a million times. Can't count the times I made you cry. Oh, we're such a mess now, and we're burning out. I get so sad at the thought of losing you. I'm losing you. I can't bear the thought of losing you. I'm losing you. You're still perfect as the day goes by. Even the worst ones hate, they make me smile. I stop the world if it would give us time, yeah, to work things out, to work things out, to work things out,
Work it out.
to work things out, yeah, yeah, to work things out, to work things
What up,
out.
Javaro? Glad to have you here.
Oh, yeah.
Get
To
the
work
content
things
going.
out, to work things out.
Can we be honest, y'all?
Can we be honest? You're my comfort zone.
You're my
Whatever I say, don't let me go.
Miss Drea.
I
Good
know
morning.
you're angry, babe, and I am cold.
Lakeisha.
I get so
What's up, bro?
sad at the thought of losing you.
In 14 seconds, you're gonna see my
I'm
handsome
losing
face.
you. I can't bear the thought of losing you.
Here we go.
Losing you.
Camera up. Oh, look at that.
You're still perfect as the day goes by. Even the worst ones hate, they make me smile. I stop the world.
What's up, y'all?
if
Y'all not
it
used to see me in a
would
gray
give
shirt,
us
huh?
time, yeah,
You're not
to
used to
work
seeing me
things
in
out,
gray. Today's a gray Wednesday.
to work things out.
Hey, Kimberly.
To work
Good
things
morning.
out, yeah, yeah. To work things out, to work things
Good
out.
morning.
Oh, yeah. To work
Good work.
things out, to work things out, to work things
It's always
out,
good to see Kimberly.
to work things out,
It's always good to see somebody
to work
supporting you.
things out, to work
you
things
got.
out,
I hope you guys have supporters in your life the way you guys
to work
support me.
things out,
And whatever it is you do, you know, I don't
to
know
work things out.
what everybody does. You guys know what I do. You know I'm a film producer that no longer produces films. I am a fashion designer. I am a fashion merchandiser. And I am now a content creator. I've always been a content creator, but I never really did it as consistent as I'm doing it over here on YouTube. And the fact that you guys are supporting me, you can't do it where you can see the knot. Let me see. You don't know how to do it. No, it's where it used to be like a knot sitting on top. Does anybody know how to tie a t-shirt? You know how ladies, you guys take a t-shirt and then you tie a knot in the front and it comes up real high and it looks like real cute instead of just being long and do you guys use a rubber band in that, or is there some special? Being a fashion guy, that's one thing I don't know on how those t-shirts are tied. It's kind of like Daisy Dukes. Like that's where I don't know why I got Daisy Dukes popped up. You know, I grew up on the Dukes of Hazzard, and I remember Daisy Duke. She used to always wear those little skimpy tops, but I think I think it was designed to tie, and she took two of the I forgot, I'm having a brain fart. The part of the of the shirt, of a button-down shirt, the what's that called? There's a name for it, you guys. That's why I'm thinking about it. Anyways, of the two shirts, she tied that together, right, and showed her midsection. But women, you guys know how to do that to a t-shirt. And I forget how that's done. That'll work. I think that'll work. It'll do fine. Yeah, that's fine. Leave it like that. Cause I wanted to show the skirt. The whole idea is that mannequin, she's like got a sexy body. And them hips, I want to show that tight midsection and the hips. And so that'll be fine. Thank you so much. What's up, Alicia? Good morning. Adarius, what's up, man? I'm glad. First time, Adarius says afternoon. So he's on the East Coast. He says, first time being able to tune into a live stream with you. Much love, respect, and much success. You too, my man. Hoo-ah! I appreciate you being here, bro. Welcome to another chapter. Oh, LaRonda's here. Good morning, LaRonda. Every time I see LaRonda, I think about our morning workouts, which is we're going to start for September. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another chapter of Rich People Read, where we read a book a month to instruct you in the ways of the successful through the power of reading. We are currently reading the book called The High Value Man. We are reading The High Value Man, The Principles of Positive Masculinity. It's an easy read. On my channel, we talk about the two ships, entrepreneurship and relationships. And the books that we read, we flip-flop between the months. One month, we'll read about entrepreneurship. And the next month, we read about relationship. What happened to the music? Did I kill my underbed, y'all? What happened to my music? Hold on. I'm going to switch up, and I'm going to go back. For whatever reason, my music stopped playing. I don't like that. I want to hear my music. And this book here is about relationships. We're teaching, or this book is attempting to teach men on how to become high value. So many men want to become an alpha male, and some men are just beta men. And then in the alpha male side, there's men who are naturally alpha, right? And then you have, and that's a small percentage of men. Then you have men who are aspiring to become an alpha male. But there's negative traits on being an alpha male, a wannabe, and then, of course, being a beta male. And this book is explaining to you there's a whole nother category, a whole nother section that men should aspire to be. Not necessarily an alpha male, but aspire to be a high value male. And it's breaking it down for us. This book has 3 chapters, and in each chapter it has multiple sections, 6 sections. Last week we read chapter 1, all 6 sections. This week we're reading chapter 2. Monday we read section 1 and 2. Today we're going to read section 3 and 4. And then Friday we're going to read section 5 and 6. So I'm glad you guys are here. Good morning, Lakeisha. Glad you're here. I'm always glad you're here, Lakeisha. Yes, LaRonda, are you going to continue the workout? I am. You know, I keep saying it. So here's the deal. This morning, you guys, oh my God, I stepped on the scale. I took a shower. I took a shit. I pissed. I emptied my body with all the excessive, unnecessary weight. I was butt naked. And I stepped on the motherfucking scale, and I was 236.4 pounds. Oh my God. Oh, how far I've fallen off. Now, I do have a stomach full of food from yesterday. And I have a stomach full of food from this morning because I did have breakfast. But I weighed 236.4 pounds this morning. My goal is 215. So you guys, I am already, what is that? At 215 and 230. So I am 21 pounds overweight. I got 21 pounds to go. Damn. Cold game, ain't it? Now I can do it, and I know a lot of it is food and shit that's inside of me, and some of it's water weight. So if I was to shed all my bullshit out of me, I'd probably drop 6 pounds. So I'd probably be around 230. I still got 15 pounds to go. So yes, we are starting the workouts on Tuesday. We're not doing insanity anymore. I'm never doing it. I've done insanity for 10 years straight. I'm not doing it no more. I'm sick of the music that they play on there. Shout out to Sean T. We're doing something different. All right. We did the yoga, and I like that format, but I want to find a program where somebody's doing, we're doing Tabata. You guys know what Tabata is? It's the next level above HIIT. HIIT is high intensity interval training. Most people can't do that. Tabata is even worse. So, but it's shorter. Tabata is only like a 20-minute, 30-minute workout. So when we start doing our Tabata, you guys are gonna be like, yo, I'm kicking your ass. But if you want results, that's what it is. I mean, ladies, if you guys did Tabata and you ate right, you be seeing these women with these, you see models, like supermodels with these fantastic bodies, like zero body fat. They got nice muscles. Their hips is good. They got the thighs are perfect. Got that nice gap in between their legs. Fellas, you know what I'm talking about, that gap. You see that light. Fellas, you know what I'm talking about when you see that light shining between a woman's legs? Oh man, that's just, it's a wonderful image, right? And then you see that woman, her collarbone, you can see her collar. It's not it ain't a bunch of fat necks. It ain't just a bunch of rolls. You can see her collarbone. Ladies, shout out to the women who have collarbones that are defined, where you could see the muscles around her breastplate and in her neck, and then her collarbones are shown. Shout out to the ladies when she puts her bra on, there's no fat that flaps over on the bra strap going around the chest. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Don't act like I'm the only one. I'm in fashion. I see it all the time. Women who do HIIT workouts and Tabata are the ones who get those type of bodies. Fellas, you know that V right here in that midsection? I don't got one. I got me a tire. I got a dad bod. I got a sexy dad bod. Right? I'm not fat. I'm not obese. Technically I am on the because I'm only 6'2". I'm 6'2", 236.4 pounds today. Technically, I am obese. I'm beyond overweight according to the BMI chart. And I believe in the BMI chart. Black people don't get to, we don't have a different chart because of our propensity for gaining weight. No, we just eat too fucking much, me included. So the reality is, even though I have a dad bod, and from what I'm understanding, women are liking dad bods more and more these days. I don't want one. I know I'm cuddly and warm, and I got the chest and the stomach and all of that, and I'll keep you safe at night on a cold night. We know cuffing season is coming up, but I don't want it, you guys. So what Tabata will do and HIIT workouts will do for a man is, guys, you shed all that fat, and you know that V cut right there. So when that women can see when you taking your box. Oh, the women, they just instant waterfall. Instant waterfall for any woman that sees you with that, fellas. Trust me. They tolerate dad bods. Women tolerate bodies like mine. But they want the body that you can get if you do the workout. So we're starting that shit next week. Yes, LaRonda, we're starting on Tuesday. Yes. So I'm glad you guys are here. What up, Alvin? Salute to my man. Let's get ready to read, you guys. The High Value Man. The Principles of Positive Masculinity. Alvin celebrates his 7th month as a soldier. Soldiers, everybody, salute him.
Sir, yes, sir.
Salute him.
Sir, yes, sir.
Everybody give a salute to Alvin O.
Sir, yes, sir.
He's been rocking with my channel for 7 months straight. That's what the system just said right now. It says that Alvin O celebrates 7 months of membership in the SR Army. Soldiers, give him a hooah. And throw a salute up to Alvin O. I appreciate you, man, for your support. I appreciate you. Thank you, man. Thank you, Alvin. Thank you for your continued support, man. A lot of people. Oh, that's what I was saying earlier. You know what I really hope is that you all have somebody who supports you the way you guys support me. You guys, I do these shows. I go live, and you guys pop up. You say what's up. I go on other channels. You guys are there. It's almost like a family type thing. It's like, oh, there go my sister. There go my brother. They're gonna look at my cousin pulling up. And I ain't never met you guys in life, in person. I hope that you are experiencing the euphoric experience that I get when I see your names in the chats. Because it really feels good. It encourages me to talk. It makes me like want to be there. So for whatever you guys do, I'm a fashion designer. I do content creation now. I'm on YouTube, of course. You guys support me over at Instagram. Some of you guys support me at Facebook. You all support me here at YouTube. I hope and pray that you have people, supporters in whatever it is that you do, the way you guys support me. I hope you're experiencing what I experienced. It feels good to know that I'm helping people. I get emails and messages from people that tell me that they appreciate me, and that sometimes I say certain things that really help them in situations in life. Of course, it's stuff that they probably heard from somebody else, but hearing it from me is the difference. You know, you understand there's nothing new under the sun. You guys heard that phrase before, right? There's nothing new under the sun. Most of the stuff that I teach and talk about is not a news flash. It's not that you've never heard this before. You've heard it. You just receive it from me. That's the importance of being a content creator. I could say the same thing that somebody else says, but you hear it differently when I say it. That's why I encourage most people to become content creators, to do shows, start a YouTube, because somebody hearing the same thing from one person isn't landed the same way as they'll receive it when they hear it from you. Maybe they identify with you. Maybe it's an older brother with gray hair like me and a bald head who's going through a divorce. He wants to hear it from me because I've been there. Maybe it's a woman. Maybe you're a woman that has a message. Your message isn't unique necessarily. Maybe you're talking about the same shit that 1,000 other women are saying. But because of your physiological makeup, because of your ethnicity, because of your height, because of your skin tone, your complexion, because of the way you speak, it lands differently to other women when you say it than somebody else. It's not about us repeating the same messages in these spaces. It's about different people saying it so more people can receive that message. That's just the way it works, you guys. And I appreciate you guys for being here and listening to me, my small army of soldiers over here at the SR Army, especially you guys that are members of the channel. And of course, to all my subscribers, thank you so much. Let's get started, you guys. What do you say? We are on chapter 2, part 3, or section 3 of this book, The High Value Man. If you don't have this book, please go grab a copy of it. The link is in the description of the video. It'll take you straight to Amazon. I think it's $6.99. Remember, I want you to own a copy of all the books that we read. Turn your volumes up, ladies and gentlemen, please. Put your headphones on, put your earbuds in. These two sections are short today, so we're going to be done in about 30 minutes, and I'll let you go. Becoming a High Value Man, part 3, the value enhancers. Thank you, Lakeisha. See, Lakeisha, that's why she's my #1 moderator. She got the links. Lakeisha is amazing. She put the links to the book in the chat. What up, Otha? What's happening, Otha? Hooah! You guys see my man Otha Hollins in the chat? What up, bro? Glad you're here, man. You tap in. I need you for 30 minutes, Otha. I'm about to read. Maybe I'll say something in this chapter that will land well with you. All right? All right, here we go. Becoming High Value, part 3, value enhancers. In this chapter, we're going to talk about some other behaviors you can start implementing, which have been shown through numerous research studies to help you increase your perceived value to others, right? Perception is everything, right, guys? Remember that, sidebar. I know that I wrote that being a high value man is mostly developing an internal makeup that is high value, and that is absolutely true. However, there are a number of things that are scientifically shown to enhance the high value that you display to the world, which I will call value enhancers. Developing a high value mental makeup is a process, you guys, but learning and implementing these value enhancers will help you ignite this process and see some earlier returns. These value enhancers are like the MSG added to Chinese food in order to enhance its flavor. Sidebar, you know MSG, I hate when I eat food with MSG because it makes you sleepy. You guys ever went to lunch, had lunch, and then got to work and suddenly you falling asleep at the desk and you can't keep your fucking head up? Or you eat lunch and then you go home and then you just fall out in the middle of the day? Likely the food you had was seasoned with MSG. So if you can avoid MSG, do it, because it increases your heart rate and it makes your blood run, and that's what makes you sleepy. So, but it tastes good though. Seasons like Lawry's has a lot of fucking MSG in it. So seasoning with MSG tastes good, but it would knock your ass the fuck out, right? Anyways, these value enhancers are like the MSG added to Chinese food in order to enhance its flavor, except without the gastrointestinal distress that MSG gives you, thirstiness that MSG gives you, and general ickiness. Sure, you can ask for no MSG. You can't do that, sidebar. You can't do that if you go to a Cajun restaurant. If you're going to get Louisiana food, you're going to get a boatload of MSG. And when you get that po' boy or you get that Cajun rice, you get an MSG. So don't even ask for it there, right? Sure, you can ask for no MSG when you order the food and it will still be delicious, but there is no doubt that the MSG flavored food is just a little more tastier. In my opinion, these value enhancers are things you can start using immediately while you build your internal makeup into that of a high value man. So sprinkle these here and there, and I promise you will see people start to perceive you differently and treat you better. All right. So here's number one. These are value enhancers that everybody can do to make themselves perceived with more value than they currently have. All right. I want you to listen up, fellas. This book is for you. Ladies, you can still apply these things in your life, and or look for men that exhibit these behaviors. Remember, we talked about the 12 behaviors we want to get rid of. So you want to make sure you find a man that doesn't have those 12 behaviors that we talked about on Monday. And you want to look for a man that has these value enhancers, ladies. In addition, ladies, you can apply these to your lives too if you want to become more valuable to a man's particularly. All right. Number one, speech and voice tonality. Speech and voice tonality. According to studies, individuals' speech can serve as a cue to both their internal status in society and their relative status in an interaction. In particular, people with higher external status are likely to talk more than individuals with lower internal status. And not only do these people spend more time talking, but surprisingly, they also spend more time pausing. Pausing is a sign of controlling the conversation. In these studies, lower status people spent less time in pauses. So it is hypothesized that silence, making people wait on your words, as well as talking, are indicators of status. Sidebar. So what it's basically saying is, when you're having a conversation and you're listening to somebody, you control the conversation as you speak to them, because the pace of that conversation is dictated by you, the person with higher value. Now, did you catch the pauses I did in that sentence? Did you catch the way I controlled the way I flowed those words out? Are you listening to how I'm pausing right now? These are behaviors. These are things that you can start to learn how to do. Talk to yourself in the mirror when you're getting dressed in the morning. You don't have an audience there. Nobody's watching you guys. This is a sidebar. Nobody's watching you when you're brushing your teeth in the morning. Talk in the morning. Practice your speech. Add pauses. Speak frequently, not too much. And add the pauses to let them know that you are setting the pace of that conversation, and you're doing it where it's comfortable to you, not to the audience that's listening. I hope that was a great example of what he just explained. But this is something that you have to practice, ladies and gentlemen. It's a muscle that you have to work out. The gym is you in the morning, staring in the mirror. In other words, in an interaction, the amount of talking you do is correlated with your status within an interaction. The long and short of it is, don't be a wallflower, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you do your fair share of talking, and don't be afraid to, quote unquote, hold the floor by pausing when you do speak. In addition, not only do you want to speak as much as you reasonably can, you also want to speak authoritatively and with certainty. As I wrote in my book, Vocal Superstar, How to Develop a High Status Voice. You should work on your vocal tone consistency in order to appear more high status. Learn how to talk to people and what to say, when to say it, how loud to say it, when to speak low. Use fluctuations in your tonality to command the audience and the attention of the people paying attention to you. That's a sidebar. Let's continue. Back when I was in high school and college, and undoubtedly low value, I remember that every time I talked to a girl, the pitch of my voice would change and go higher and softer. Embarrassing. But don't tell me that this has never happened to you. I don't know if it happened to me. It probably did. Probably still does. Studies have shown that in an interaction, people who change their voice tonality more to accommodate another person's vocal tonality were lower status compared to the other person. Meaning, sidebar, when you match, fellas, when you match somebody else's voice tonality, you're beta, they're alpha. Fellas, when you're talking to a woman and you start to raise your voice and you become a little softer, it's like, oh yeah, I get it. Well, oh really? Is that what happened? So where did you go that time? I was watching Game of Thrones. And when you become a bitch, because you're talking to one, you become her bitch. That's basically what he's saying. Fellas, when you're talking to a guy and you end up matching how he's talking to you, you become the beta. That's what that means. And what this means is you should pay extra attention to ensure that the pitch and tone of your voice do not change when you interact with other people, even those who you perceive to have a higher status than you. All right, that's number one. That's a value enhancer that we can all do. Fellas, I'm speaking to you particularly. All right, speak in your own tone of voice. Speak with authority. Raise your voice so they can hear you, right? Add pauses so you could set the pace of that conversation and be yourself, not somebody else. The second thing you can do to enhance your value is extroversion, perception of extroversion. Now, this is new. I haven't read this book, so I don't know what this means. So we're going to learn this one together. I knew the other one, but I don't know about this one. One of the most important goals and outcomes of social life is to attain status in the groups to which we belong, right? Such face-to-face status is defined by the amount of respect, influence, and prominence each member enjoys in the eyes of the others. Based on studies of college social groups, such as fraternities and sororities and dormitories, high extroversion is correlated to elevated status for men and women. If you're introverted, this doesn't mean you are destined for life as a low-value man, But just keep in mind that you need to display some extroverted characteristics at least occasionally. Just like the studies on speech and vocal tonality showed that the amount of talking predicted status among people in a social interaction, extroversion is also similarly correlated. Let me reiterate this again. Don't be a wallflower, you guys, if you want to become a high value man. High energy, extroversion, extrovert, for those that don't know, this is the past participle of extroversion. Extroversion, being an extrovert, not an introvert, being an extrovert, life of the party, and expressing yourself to others are necessary from time to time if your goal is to be a high value man. If you are meek and you are quiet and timid, you're at an event, a high class event, but you just kind of like just standing off, just drinking your drink and you're not, then forget about being perceived as a high value. You have to be in it, you guys. Do you know women? Like, let me tell you the kind of women, this is another sidebar because we're gonna move on. Let me tell you the kind of woman that I'm attracted to. Have you ever gone to an event and you see a woman who just works the room? She knows how to make people feel comfortable. She probably offers people, hey, are you okay with, she knows how to jump in a conversation and kind of jump in and jump out like double dutch. She doesn't want to be involved in the conversation, but she may throw a quick opinion in and then jump right out of it and move on. Then she's already beautiful, probably wearing a dope gown or something. Beautiful, she's just radiant, but she knows how to work the room and move about to make everybody feel comfortable and like that shit is sexy as fuck to me. That is what we call extroversion. Now, introversion is the woman that comes to the party and sits over in the corner all fucking night. It stands off and is not really involved. Doesn't want to dance. You know, I'm the type, y'all remember in Atlanta, who was on the dance floor first? Who had the club popping? Shannon. I went out there all by my goddamn self. For those that went to the Lapeef meetup in Atlanta a couple weeks back, when we went out to on Friday night, we went to that club. It was all the music was banging, but the dance floor was empty. Who went out there first? I went out there, and then suddenly everybody started coming. I know how to make people feel comfortable doing things that they probably want to do, but they're just afraid to do it first. I don't give a fuck how people perceive me. So I'm out there dancing alone. Next thing you know, that one chick came and started dancing with me. Y'all remember? This is how you become extroverted. Now, the introvert sits down in the club. They go find a booth and they just sipping on water and shit and they watching everybody. Occasionally, you guys, you have to have some extroversion in your life. Don't be afraid to be embarrassed. Don't be afraid to fall. Don't be afraid to spill something on your dress. Don't be afraid to laugh. Don't be afraid to tell a joke. Don't be afraid to talk. All right. Number 3. And this one, hey, OG Patrice. Hey, Luke Hazley. You guys, all my cool people are showing up. OG Patrice is here. Hey, love. Hey, Luke Hazley. Glad you're here. Y'all can't tell me that I don't have the prettiest women on YouTube. I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about. Because I never see weird looking people on. The men are handsome. The women are beautiful. Look at OG Patrice and Luke Hazley. Look at Lakeisha. Come on, y'all. Anyways, I know that's off topic. Let me get back on. Number 3, eye contact. Eye contact. This is something that you can all learn to do right away. I know a lot of you guys look at somebody like, remember we was talking about it on Monday, men that first meet a guy in the handshake. And I told you ladies, pay attention to your man when your man is meeting your homegirl's man and you'll find out who the fuck is the boss. When 2 men meet up for the very first time, like say you out with your girl, ladies, and you guys are going to the white party or you're going to the boat yacht party or you're going to some birthday party or whatever, and you brought your man and your girl brought her man and then y'all introduced the men to each other, pay attention to how those 2 men interact. If your man breaks eye contact, gives the soft fucking fish clammy handshake, then guess what? Your man is beta. I need that sound that goes beta. I need that sound bite. Can somebody email me that? But if your man is the one that looks at him and says, hey, man, it's good to meet you, brother. Yeah, I heard a lot about you. I'm Shannon. Nice to, and he's giving that firm handshake and he's looking that man eye to eye. That's the man you want. Then you know you got a man that will take care of you and be in charge for most of the problems that happen in your life. If you got the guy that kind of shies away and backs down, he will be subordinate to your boyfriend. Or your boyfriend will be subordinate to that guy. So eye contact is important. Everybody throw your ones up.
Being number one isn't easy.
Bless the channel with a $20 super chat. So Javaro is always blessing the channel with super chats. Javaro is once again, the stream sponsor. Javaro, give me a second. Let me put your name on lights, brother. As soon as my Bluetooth keyboard connects. Javaro Forbes. Javaro is one of my favorites. Javaro is a member of the SR Army. And now Javaro is the stream sponsor. Thank you, brother, for that. You already know what to do. And your name is on the screen, bro. Appreciate you. Being number one isn't easy, and Javaro is a leader. Javaro also works out with us. Javaro's been with me since day one. Damn, Javaro, you're a day one, aren't you? Damn. Javaro was rocking with us on New Year's Eve. Okay, that's what's up, bro. Appreciate you. So listen, eye contact is something that you can all of you can learn right now if you want to increase your perceived value amongst everybody in your life, your social group, your family, your friends, your coworkers, your boss. Eye contact. Studies have shown that higher value people tend to look at other people more while speaking than low value people do. In other words, when speaking, lower value people tend to not make eye contact with the other person. They look away. They look down. Exactly, Lucchese. Beta is from Jesse Lee Peterson. They look away. They look down. They look off instead of looking directly in the eyes. Other studies have also shown that when you first meet somebody, the person that maintains initial eye contact the longest tends to end up the higher perceived value person in that relationship. I didn't read this before. This is the first time I've ever read that, but what did I just tell you guys about men meeting other men? I don't give a fuck how you slice it. In every social setting, we are a colonial people. We are a colonial species, you guys. We run in packs. We are not tigers. We are lions. Tigers roam alone. Lions run in a pack. There's a den of lions. There's a den of wolves. We run in a pack. All right. There's a pride of lions. When men meet each other, we have to establish dominance when we first meet. Ladies, this applies to you as well. If you're a woman and you meet another woman and you shake, if you looking off and you giving her this little weak hand, then you're beta. But that woman that's looking that other woman directly in the eye, smiling and showing her pearly whites, is confident within herself, and can look that other woman that she just met in the eye and say, hey, how are you, love? It's good to meet you. Fantastic. How's your evening going? Oh, she's in charge, or she will at least be perceived to be. And that's what we're talking about. Perception is everything. So ladies and gentlemen, start practicing not breaking eye contact with people when you first meet them until they break eye contact with you first. It's a fucking, listen, life is a game. I was gonna say love is a battlefield. It is though, but life is a battlefield. And we all fight these little wars amongst each other, you know? So when you meet somebody, listen, for everybody that's watching this podcast, everybody that can hear me, I'm giving you game that a lot of people don't know. There's a lot of people that don't tune into this shit. This is how you become better. This is why I want you to join the SR Army. We talk about this stuff. Listen, the next time you meet somebody from today forward, do not break eye contact with them until they break eye contact with you first. Now, if it starts getting fucking awkward, you know, y'all just staring at each other and it looks like a love fest, like, you know, go get a goddamn room, then okay. But then that's where you got to be kind of quick and witty with it. You got to say something, make somebody laugh, and they'll laugh, ha, ha, ha. Then you throw your head back, then it's okay. But just initially speaking and generally speaking, don't break eye contact anymore. Hold your frame, stand on your square, look at them eye to eye, okay? Let me specify this for you. When speaking, try not to look at people in the eye more than you already do. When speaking, try to look at people in the eye more than you already do. When listening, looking at people in the eye is not as important when speaking. To make it even simpler, under all circumstances, more eye contact is better than less, period. When you're talking to somebody, you fucking look at them, period. All right? Now, when listening, it's not as important, but it's good to look at them as well. I know when I talk to people, I'm looking at them. They'll be gazing off into the fucking yonder. I'm looking at them, but that's me. I've learned this stuff, you guys. I'm older. To the young people, anybody 30 and younger, I'm giving you game on how to win. Speak to people using eye contact, especially when you're talking, as much as you can when listening, although it's not as important, okay? Number four things that you want to do to increase your perceived value amongst people. Body language. Body language is also a major enhancer of your perceived value, but improving your body language is beyond the scope of this book. There are a lot of resources available out there on body language, and since this is a broad topic and deep topic, I will not be focusing deeply on this value enhancer. However, there are just a few other body language pointers to help you get started in enhancing your perceived value to others. Number one, always keep your hands away from your face. I didn't know that. Okay, here we go, you guys. All right, Lakeisha, are you listening? Lucasely, Sherwin. What up, Sherwin? Good to have you here, bro. All right, listen. Here's something that you guys need to start doing. Don't pick at your face. Don't touch your don't stroke your beard and all that shit. Listen, always keep your hands away from your face. I can see why he's saying that too, because that means that you're in control of your body functions and you're totally in control of everything that's going on within your personal space. Okay. Oh, you email me? Okay, I'll check my DMs, OG Patrice. I will. Okay, number one, always keep your hands away from your face. Number two, don't fidget, including playing with your hands and feet, like tapping your fingers or toes. You know, bouncing your knee and shit. Don't do that. Avoid checking for reactions whenever you say something. Have you guys ever watched, sidebar, have you ever watched Steph Curry when he does his three-pointers? He sets it up, Steph Curry shoots the three, then he turns around before the ball even reaches the fucking rim. He already knows it's a three-point shot. It's golden. He doesn't need to check to make sure his three-pointers drop. He walks away and is heading down court before the shit even falls. You know what kind of confidence you have to be able to do some shit like that? Well, number three is telling you avoid checking for reactions whenever you say something. Fuck what they think about what you said. You say it with your whole chest. All right. Number four, let yourself be vulnerable physically, such as exposing your neck and torso to people. Don't clamber down and cover up. Right? Don't keep your neck down, and don't bring in your shoulders and shit like that and be in a sunken place. This is especially important for women. Tall women particularly. Stand up, ladies. Keep your head up high. Show the length of your neck. Show your torso and how tall and strong you are, fellas. Put your shoulders back. That matters. Your posture matters when you talk to people. Stand up. Number 5, consistent with the previous tip, don't fold your arms across your chest. Always think open body language. Oftentimes, you know, especially women, you guys are you crossing your arms and you're covering up, and you know, and you're holding on to yourself because it brings you comfort. No, open the fuck up. Open up. Hey, fellas, when you talk, hey man, how you doing, brother? You know, you don't want to be all like, hey man, hey, how you, look at me, look at this. I can see myself. I know I look weird. Hey, how are you? No, fuck that. Stand like this. Hey man, how are you? Even if you got a bird chest. Number 6, always try to move comfortably and gracefully. This is what I meant by walk in that room and work in that room. How do you walk? Do you walk with confidence? I've told you guys the story of when Will Smith walked into a room back at the American Film Institute at a I don't even know what the fuck we were celebrating, but Will Smith walked in. He commanded all the attention in the room. The way he just walked in, he just commands attention. This also means avoiding making abrupt, herky-jerky movements, but instead moving slow, measured, and controlled way. That's how Barack Obama moves. Has anybody ever had the pleasure of meeting Barack Obama? That's how Arnold Schwarzenegger moves. If you ever had the pleasure of meeting these people, you'll see how they move. It's so controlled and commanding. That's how you want to become when you're in it. And you practice this shit, by the way. You practice this at home with your wife or your husband. You practice this with your girlfriend or your boyfriend. You guys are supposed to be on the same team, right? So practice this shit together. Especially if you guys are representing each other. It's okay. Number 7, always check your posture. I just mentioned this. Does it show that you hold yourself in high value? Does your posture show that you hold yourself in high value, or does it not? But while you want to always have good posture, don't be too fucking stiff. You want good but relaxed posture, or else you may risk coming off as anxious. Exactly, She. What up, She? When'd you pull up in here? Hoo-ah! Obama got a cold walk. Cold walk. It might be the Chi-Town in him. I don't know. But Obama got a cold walk. Exactly. Number 8. When you're sitting down, make sure you spread your arms and legs out wide, fellas. This is for men, not women. All right. Don't go too crazy with this, like you just like you fucking Al Pacino and Scarface. You know, I ain't saying go like be like it's my motherfucking house, nigga. You know, we ain't talking about the opening scene of Menace to Society. But you know, you want to sit. You don't want to sit like this. And if you could see if you were able to see my legs, you see I'm sitting like I got a pussy. So you sitting like this. You don't want to do this, right? You open up, fellas. You sit down. You in a group of men. You sit like a man. Let your balls hang. Get some air in there. You know, your chest out, your head up. Sit like a man. Don't go too crazy, but take up a comfortable amount of space without being rude about it. All right, that's what I was talking about. You don't want to sit like fucking like you Scarface, but you also want to sit like a confident man. If you sitting like this, like a bitch, you're gonna be perceived as a bitch. So fellas, if you sit like a bitch, you're gonna be thought of as a bitch. When you are in some of you guys have morning meetings at work. Some of you guys have conferences at work. Some of you guys have to do Zoom calls for work. When you're on your Zoom call, are you on the computer screen like this? You know, you got your camera set up. Maybe you got a webcam, or you use the camera built into your laptop, and you're in the business meeting at work. But you want a promotion, right? But your boss is looking at you sit like this, or see you sitting like this on the camera. You fucking no. You sit on those web calls. You go to that conference at your office and you sit down and you put your coffee on the table and you bring your report and you have your pen and pad ready and you sit like a man that's ready to get business done. Open up. Take a comfortable amount of space. Now, I know this is a lot to remember and implement. Ultimately, what's important to remember from this chapter on value enhancers is what I talked about in a previous chapter, which is in order to become more high value, a major key is to develop outstressing ability muscle over time. If you think about it, all of these value enhancers that we just read go towards showing outwardly to other people that you have strong outstressing ability. In order to implement these value enhancers, don't try to implement them all at once. Pick one or two that I just read, excuse me. Pick one or two things to work on at any given time and practice them for at least a week or two. Then pick another one or two things and practice those for at least a week or two. And keep repeating this process until all of these things become second nature, until they all become habit. And if you ever find that you have trouble implementing all of these value enhancers, just focus on outstressing, which means focusing primarily on staying as relaxed as possible in interactions with other people. Your mantra should be remain as comfortable as possible. That is the key to appearing high value. Someone who is comfortable will act in a certain way. Their body language will be relaxed and take up space. You will speak in a measured and assured tone. Your posture will be good, and you will say whatever you feel like saying as opposed to editing your words relentlessly. That's what a comfortable person looks and sounds like. And that's part 3. We're going to do part 4. It's even shorter than that one. All right? You guys got it? If you don't, go back and do the replay. Listen to these value enhancers to make you a better person, to make you to perceive you as a more valuable person. If you're the type of woman or man, men, I'm talking to you specifically, but women, this applies to you as well. If you have events that you have to go to, if you have parties that you must attend, if there's things that you have to go to enhance your career, right? If you're single and you're looking for a partner, a man or a woman, not so much a partner, right? Depending on who I'm talking to, a man or a woman. Use these value enhancers to become perceived more valuable to the other people that's around you, all right? Your bank account depends on it. Now, let's talk about aggressiveness versus assertiveness. Remember at the King Talk in Atlanta, the lady came up to the mic and asked me that question. The other brothers answered, but she was asking me specifically, but I love their answers. She was like, Shannon, but what's the difference between aggressiveness and assertiveness? Because so a lady before that asked me, what is one of the things that young men are not doing today? And I said, they're not assertive. They're not assertive. Remember, I was talking, for those that was there, they give these weak handshakes. Men can, I said on stage also that men can tell if dad's around when we meet your sons. When I meet the son of a woman, I can tell in the first 10 seconds if his daddy's in the house or he's gone. Men lack assertive, and women hate it. Women don't want a non-assertive man. But she was wondering, the next lady came up and said, well, Shan, thank you for that. But what's the difference between being aggressive and assertive? Well, let's talk about it. Taken together, the research suggests that the ideal man is one who is assertive, confident, easygoing, and sensitive without being aggressive, demanding, dominant, quiet, shy, or submissive. In other words, a prestigious man, not a dominant man. That's from Scott Barry Kaufman in the book Myth of the Alpha Male. A lot of the previous chapters on becoming high value presupposes that you are coming from a place where you are a low value or a beta male, which means you are trying to build your assertiveness and self-respect from a point where it is minimal or on the low side. However, fellas, what if you are coming from a place of being a so-called alpha male or a bad boy, where your default way of interacting with the world is unchecked aggressiveness, and now you desire to express your masculinity more positively? And we know a few people who's out there that thinks they're the shit, acting like an alpha male, and they really are just a little boy inside. Or maybe you are coming from being a low value or beta male, and in trying to become more assertive, you're finding it too easy for the pendulum to swing too far the other way, which means aggressive. In my life, every time I fail to balance the fine line between aggressive and assertiveness, things have not turned out well for me, just like my old boss that I talked to about in the previous chapter. So it is fundamentally important that a high-value male learns how to traverse this fine line. Across 3 studies, the researcher Laurie Jensen Campbell and colleagues found that it wasn't dominance alone, but rather the interaction of dominance and pro-social behaviors that women reported were particularly sexually attractive. It wasn't dominance alone that women found sexually attractive, fellas, but it was the interaction of dominance and pro-social behaviors that they found sexy. They found that only 1 out of the 50 undergraduate in their sample actually identified dominant as one of the traits she sought in either an ideal date or a romantic partner. Only 1 out of 50 women wanted a man who was dominant and dominant alone. So she was a freak, right? She just wanted to be smacked around. The other 49 women needed more. For the rest of the dominant adjectives, the 2 big winners were confidence. Were confident. 72% sought this trait for an ideal date. 74% sought this trait for an ideal romantic partnership. And the other one was assertive. They didn't want just dominance. They wanted a man who was dominant by way of being confident and assertive. Before I read assertive, everybody please throw your ones up.
Being number 1 isn't easy.
Throw your ones up to my man, Otha Hollins, who just stepped in and caught the light. Otha, shout out to Otha. What does Otha say? Otha says, yo, love the wisdom and the actions that match the words. Every time I tune in, it's always at the right time. Appreciate you and your work. Salute. Brother, thank you for the blessing. I don't know if you know this, Otha, but you did not give us a donation. We don't call them donations over here. You gave me a blessing this morning, and you have invested in my channel. Thank you for the $50 super chat. You are now the stream sponsor. I hope you don't mind me throwing you up as the stream sponsor. And if you do mind, too bad. That's what happens when you do good work. You gonna bless me? I'm gonna acknowledge you, bruh. Otha Hollins is now our stream sponsor. Soldiers, please throw your ones up to Otha.
Being number 1 isn't easy.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. That encourages me to keep going. I appreciate that. Practical Absolutes, what up? So listen, undergraduates, so that means young women, typically 18 to 25, were polled, 50 of them. Out of 50 women, 1 woman said, I just want a man who's dominant. So, right? So she just wants to get choked and fucked, right? That's what she wants. The other 49 women, they want dominance by way of a confident man, and they don't want just dominant, right? They don't. It's not a dom and a sub situation, right? Yes, sir. You know, she don't want to just be tied up and shit and smacked. The other 49 women want confidence in a man, and they want assertiveness in a man. 48% of the women sought this trait for an ideal date. 36 sought this trait for an ideal romantic partner. Not one woman wanted a demanding male. Not a single one wanted a demanding male. And only 12% wanted an aggressive person for a date and a romantic partner. That's from Scott Barry Kaufman, quoting the above studies. You see, assertiveness, you guys, is properly channeled and confident communication that is aware and respectful of other people's needs, position, and authority, whereas aggressiveness is improperly channeled and out of control. In all the challenging circumstances in your life that you will face, your goal is to express and advocate for your own needs and position while also being aware of and respectful of other people's needs, position, and authority. It's not all about you. That's aggressiveness. Assertiveness is recognizing your needs and other people's needs as well. This is true assertiveness, whereas aggressiveness is expressing your own needs in a manner that either ignores other people's needs, position, and authority, or is destructive of the relationship at hand. Don't be an aggressive guy, fellas. Think about others, fellas. Think about the woman when you're talking to her. Think about the partner in business that you have when you talk to him. Fake alpha males, the wannabes, is just beating their chest. Me. It's all about me. Aggressive. Women don't even like the shit. It don't even make them moist. They don't like that. They want a man who's assertive. He knows what the fuck he wants, but he's considering me as well. Assertiveness is a way to get your way charismatically, instead of by intimidation or brute verbal force. As in the quote above, someone who resorts to brute force is unattractive. You may think that being a quote alpha male is your ticket to success, guys, but know that at the end of the day, according to the researchers, it is dominance and pro-social behaviors that is most attractive to women. So let's get back to the French fry fiasco. Remember the French fries where he was eating 3 French fries? And his girlfriend said, I don't like how you eating 3 French fries. So he started eating one at a time. He bitched out, right? We talked about that last week. The beta male in me, this is the author speaking. The beta male in me at the time took my ex-girlfriend's comment that I was eating too many French fries at one time, at once too seriously. Due to the low value I had of myself, I took it as criticism, and worse yet, I did not speak up when this incident happened. I just complied with her, and I complied with what I thought was a demand. This is passivity and very unattractive to its core. An alpha male would have taken my ex-girlfriend's comment as criticism. However, instead of passivity, his reaction would have been different. The alpha male, especially the fake alpha, the wannabe alpha male, would get angry, yell at her, and then storm off in a fit rage like a bitch. This approach is unchecked aggressiveness. If given a choice between a beta male and an alpha male, some women would still prefer the alpha male because he stands up for himself. But most women with a reasonable head on their shoulders and any decent amount of self-respect would also not prefer this archetype out of control man. Now, the high value man, fellas, listen up. The high value man would handle my ex-girlfriend in a completely different way. The high value man would handle her in an assertive, charismatic, but non-aggressive way. While the alpha male and the beta male would both take her comment as criticism, the high value man would actually find her comment amusing. Same comment, different reaction and viewpoint. Due to his different perspective of her comment, the high value man's reaction to it would be entirely different than that of the alpha male or the beta male. Ironically, they both would view his incident in the same way. The reason that a high value man can take her comment in an amusing way is because of the high value he places on his opinion of himself. A minor comment gets brushed off. Like, what the fuck you talking about? Eating too many fries at once? Girl, please shut up. Anyway, so that's how he... Now, he wouldn't be dismissive like that, but he wouldn't give a fuck that somebody is mad that he's eating 3 French fries instead of 1. A minor comment gets brushed off like a piece of lint. It takes a Herculean effort to throw a high value man off from his path. And a stupid comment from a girl doesn't pass muster. A low value man can only take her comment in one way, which is as criticism. And that is because his view of himself is already low. So even such a minor comment from a girl he has placed on a pedestal would devastate his self-image. And paradoxically, the alpha male's view of himself is so grandiose. He thinks he's such the shit, right? Unrealistic and based on puffery, that he also perceives her comment as criticism. That's an illustration of the paradox that's the alpha beta paradigm. Passiveness is not the answer. Aggressiveness is also not the answer. You know what the answer is, ladies and gentlemen, fellas? Assertiveness is the key to transcending the alpha beta paradigm and unlocking the secrets of positive masculinity. And that, my friends, is it for today. We're done. We are done. Ace Senior's in the house, y'all. What up, Ace? Where you been, bro? The fuck? You been out there making that money, driving them trucks. It's good to see you, Ace. I'm glad you're here, man. Practical Absolutes in the house. Ladies and gentlemen, aggressiveness versus assertiveness. Fellas, do not be overly aggressive, right? The difference between aggressive and assertive is aggressive gives a fuck about themselves and doesn't care about others. Assertive gives a fuck about themselves and others and adjusts the pressure accordingly. All right. I appreciate you guys being here, man. We're done for the day. What are you guys gonna do? It's hump day. It's Wednesday. What's popping? You making money this week? I hope you're making more money this week than you made last week. I hope you're making more money this month than you made last month. I hope you're making more money than you made. I hope you're making more money this year than you made last year. The goal in every second that you breathe is to do better than you did before. If you are in the same place that you were in last year, today, you need to make it. You need to listen to me read these books. You need to pay attention to your boy Shan. I appreciate you guys for being here, man. Thank you. Yes, it was a good read, Lakeisha. I appreciate you guys. You guys have a wonderful day. Oh, like and share this video. I got to start reminding everybody of that because you guys don't be liking my stuff. I need you to hit, I got 19 thumbs up. Can I get one more before I go? Can we take the likes to 20 likes? Can I get 20 thumbs up, please? What's happening? Somebody actually gave us a thumbs down. Why would anybody give this information a thumbs down? They need to be here. Whoever gave the thumbs down, I guarantee you they're listening right now. But that's okay. We're here to liberate everybody. And if we only save one, then the mission is done. Give me one more thumbs up, you guys. Somebody give me a thumbs up so we can go. Oh, and please go join the sidebar discussions at Facebook. Just type sidebar.shannonrawls.com. It'll take you straight there. Or if you just go to Google and type sidebar Shannon Rawls, it's going to pop up. I am very much Googleable. I am Googleable, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do our contest and do our giveaway. Hope everybody types salute in the chat. If you didn't, you're missing out because I'm not going to give you another opportunity. Let's close the entries. And then, hey, I said close the entries. What's wrong with my computer? My computer is not being assertive enough right now, you guys. All right, and let's pick a winner. And the winner is Shannon Carr. Oh, shout out to Shannon Carr. Shannon, follow the instructions in the chat. You are the winner of the giveaway. And everybody, throw your ones up to Javaro.
Being number one isn't easy.
Javaro is a competitor. Javaro has blessed the channel with a $50 super chat. He said, just because. It ain't no just because, Javaro. It's because that $20 super chat you gave, you was like, nah, hell nah. Hell nah, I ain't going out like that. I know what you're doing, Javaro. You ain't slick. Shout out to Javaro for the $50 super chat, man. Thank you so much, brother. Javaro, I have to change the stream sponsor. I have to update the stream sponsor. Otha, I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you, but my man Javaro Forbes is now the stream sponsor. And he is at $49.59, $69, and he's giving $70 today. Shout out to Javaro Forbes for blessing the channel, brother. I appreciate your continued blessings. Javaro, as I told you guys, is one of my day ones. He's been with me as long as I can remember doing this show. Javaro has been here as long as I can fucking remember. I can't remember a time Javaro wasn't here. Thank you, man. I appreciate you, bro. You know you're gonna go into the description of the video forever, right? You're already burned into the video. Now you're gonna go on the description of the video. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate everybody that's blessed me, that's blessed the show, that's blessed others. My name is Mr. Shannon. Thank you for reading along with us. Remember, reading is the way to expand your mind and your bank account. If your bank account is looking kind of skinny right now, read more. That's it. Read more. Read with me. Tune in next time to the next chapter of Rich People Read, which is Friday at 10 o'clock in the morning. And you, my friends, are dismissed.
Yeah. Escucha. Mío en tu habitación, solo los 2 segundos que hay que detener. Porque si no siento tu voz o tu olor, te extraño y te quiero ver. Quiero ver. Tanto me falta. Todas esas noches tan soñadas. Que me levantes a mirada. Tú tienes pinta indicada. Me haces falta, bebé. Dime qué tengo que hacer pa' tenerte de una vez, pa' no poderte perder. Dulce, eres mi bombón. Te quiero melocotón. Por ti corro un maratón. Solo de la dirección. Tú y yo, queriendo más amor. Pa' mí no es suficiente. Yo quiero tu calor. Tú y yo, con esa conexión. Somos lo que la gente no ha visto de los dos. Tanto me falta. Todas esas noches tan soñadas. Que me levantes a mirada. Tú tienes pinta indicada. Mira, somos perfectos. Es algo indiscutible. Mi estilo y tu estilo no están disponibles. Solo soy sensible cuando te tengo porque eres irresistible. Tus labios combinan con tus ojos. Porque eres tan pretty que hasta yo de eso me antojo. Chica, necesito mis anteojos. Quiero verte en noche hermosa de todos modos. Tú y yo, queriendo más amor. A mí no es suficiente. Yo quiero tu calor. Tú y yo, con esa conexión. Somos lo que la gente no ha visto de los dos. Tanto me falta. Todas esas noches tan soñadas. Que me levantes a mirada. Tú tienes pinta indicada. Tanto me falta. Tan soñada que me levantes a mirada. Tú tienes pinta indicada.